Gemini. This is Pisces Priestess with your September astrology tarot reading. So, first of all, if you're watching this, congratulations. You survived the Leo solar eclipse. Yeah, that was a very intense energy that came across our planet. And I can definitely stand up and say, well, I'm not going to stand up, but I can definitely say that, yeah, those energies are not quite finished. Eclipses are the most powerful thing we can experience as astrologers, and they're the most potent, and they're the most impotent thing that can happen. Um, yeah, so I'm talking about the eclipse because I haven't spoke to you guys since the eclipse, and also as a Pisces and as an individual, I went through a lot of shifts and changes. You know, now we're in September and it's Virgo season, and it's just amazing. You know, like it's fall, a lot of transformation energy coming up. But you know, we are in Virgo season, and if you don't know it yet, Virgos are the angels of astrology. So we're in a very angelic time right now. And Libra is also the archangel of the zodiac wheel. So we're going to be under the influence of this archangel energy for a very long time. I'm a Pisces, and Virgo is my opposite sign. So when the sun enters my opposite sign, it definitely brings, it depends on what your opposite sign is. Your opposite sign is Sagittarius. So in December, when the sun enters Sagittarius, you may feel this like certain opposition as well. I know that when the sun enters Virgo around this time, all my life, even before I was into astrology, like I still would note. I just noticed that certain things happen to me in Virgo season, like certain challenging aspects and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm gonna do this reading a little bit different this month. I've definitely been thinking a lot about this reading and how to do it and what was the best way to do it, because like I said, Virgo gets very critical of me, Virgo energy. I love Virgo energy, but it is the opposite of me, and it definitely puts harsh, strict guidelines in structure where I would just like to flow as a Pisces. So I've done my best to, structureize this reading, and as much as I can. Tarot is not a thing that, you can get your own method going, you can get your own rhythm and stuff, but I just like to flow. The messages of spirit are just so infinite and divine that I just let them flow as they are. But there's some structure here, and I have some details also because, like I said, Virgo energy comes in, and I think it has this effect on everyone. But with me being Virgo's opposite sign and all this Neptune and Mercury retrograde energy, all that, it's just been kind of harsh. I've been paying attention to details more often and things like that. So in the name of Virgo, I definitely have some details here for you. Instead of going all month, usually I go through what everything's going to be and what houses are going to be this, but I really think what's most important this month is Mercury going direct, especially for you, Gemini, because you share a ruling planet with Virgo. So your ruling planet went direct. Not yet. We're at the 4th right now, and I'm going to upload these videos either today or tomorrow or the next day, but before the Pisces full moon, which is another very big significant event. We have the Pisces full moon on the 6th, and then we have Mercury going direct on the 5th at the exact eclipse point, 28 degrees. So the eclipse, for lack of a better term, is definitely going to be re-arising, and the energy are going to be reignited, except for now that Mercury is direct, we will have a more clear vision of the changes we went through perhaps on August 21st of the eclipse. So I keep bringing this eclipse up because I believe that whatever happens on Earth is a reflection of what happens in the universe. So what we go through here on Earth is basically learned on a higher vibration in a higher realm or level in the universe. So we have light and dark as humans, right? And that's what I've learned. The eclipse helped me a lot with that. I've been on this journey for a really long time about learning about the light and the dark, and I'm really interested and excited to do your reading, Gemini, because I believe Gemini understands the light and the dark pretty well, up there with Virgo and Libra. Like, just because you're a dual sign as well, maybe all dual signs understand light and dark very well. I, for one, think dual signs are, like, I am my own dark and light. whereas Aries might have dark in a different situation, right? I'm not sure. But as a dual sign, and I've taught immutable signs, I guess. Dual signs have two parts to them. Pisces have two fish, Libra has two scales, Gemini has twins. So I believe we are our own dark. So I was very interested to do your reading, Gemini, because I just believe that and you know, it might be my Lilith, because I definitely talked to my Lilith during this reading, like, okay, Lilith, it's time for you to shine, girl. Like, let me get these messages out there for Gemini. So let me explain, because I haven't told you yet. And I've done these readings for a minute now. So I've been explaining on all these videos. Like the first 8 minutes or so of the video is me explaining this new reading that I'm doing. I've thought about this a lot, and I think for me to be of best service to you, the easiest way for me to do this is, well, it's Virgo season, right? And Virgo season is all about angels and light. So I thought it would be best to bring out some of my new tarot cards, especially my Indigo Angel deck, so we could get some messages from the angels for you today, Gemini, and so that we can have some messages from the light. So on this journey of light and dark, I've definitely realized and understood that we have both, right? Like I was talking about earlier, we have both light and dark. And angels understand that. Libra and Virgo, they have a lot of secrets, and they definitely understand the light and dark as angels. I mean, angels and demons, very thin line there, if you know what I mean. So they definitely understand the light and the dark. So I got this new tarot deck this beginning of September, and I thought it would be amazing to give you guys the light and the dark aspects of messages today. And like I said, I'm definitely on my own journey with light and dark, so I'm going to offer my vessel today to give you messages from the light, angels, and the dark, because I believe that both messages are important. And as in Virgo season, I wanted to honor both spectrums of the universe. So also, since we're going through this retrograde, you know, retrogrades are when planets move backwards, and when planets move backwards, we meet people from the past, relationships come back up, like exes, maybe we see people that we haven't seen in a very long time, and I know that it's the planet moving backwards into the past. So I thought that it would be really cool to just get a depiction of the past, present, and future. So I'm going to be giving you a past, present, and future reading today. 3 cards from the light, 3 cards from the dark, and they're messages from the angels and messages from the Oracle of Night. And I really want to, I don't think that you think this, Gemini, but I know that for the majority of my life, I'm 22 years old. For 21 years, I lived my life like I could be all light. I tried to be great, I tried to be good, I tried to be kind, but I did not feel that way inside. When I was light, when I was living under the illusion of all light, I felt like a shortcoming. I felt like I couldn't live up to that. And now I understand why, because the 22nd year on this planet for me was very interesting. I've realized that I have both light and dark, and I didn't always understand that. I struggled with that in the beginning of my journey, but now that I've opened up, you know, the eclipse was very powerful for me, and I definitely did some meditation and rituals on the light and the dark of me, and I feel more balanced than I've ever felt my entire life. The moment that I realized, and the moment that I accepted and acknowledged the fact that I had light and dark, I felt the best that I've ever been. I felt the more balanced and the more on my path than ever. So I say all that to remind you, not that you need to be reminded, Gemini, because I don't think you're one of the signs that need to be told this. You are what show other people this. One of my favorite astrologers, his name's Magic Mike, the Peace Dealer. You guys should look him up. He's a Gemini. He talks about all these rad topics. I've learned so much from him, and I haven't even been watching his channel for a full year yet, and he has helped me so much on my journey. He's a Gemini, and he understands the light and the dark. And one thing that he helped me realize by watching his videos is that the dark is not bad and the light is not good. We are conditioned to believe this because there are entities out there that want to keep us separated. So the same reason that we are separated between light and dark on this planet, well, there's energies in a different realm that want to separate us, because the more and more humans that realize that light and the dark are the same and that they're friends, we become enlightened and we become more evolved in our journey. So there's certain things and certain entities that don't want us to realize that. So just keep that in mind when you read this. when you're in this reading, when you're watching this, that the light is not good and the dark is not bad. They both have very meaningful messages for you. So without further ado, let's get into the reading. Gemini. Oh, I love reading to you twins. I'm talking to twins right now. So hi, both of you. How are you guys doing? So, past, present, and future, because Mercury is retrograde. So I want to get a good idea of your past and your present and your future. So in your past, Gemini, a very, very, very important card came up for you. Share your wisdom. Okay, when this card came up, I could literally feel the Gemini in it, because the Geminis I know, you guys are ruled by Mercury. And like I mentioned, Magic Mike, he is always spreading his light. He is always sharing wisdom. Gemini, you just know certain things because you're the only zodiac sign that has two of you. I know I have two fish and Libra has two scales or whatever, but you are the astrological twins. And I'm fascinated enough alone with normal twins, like twins when people are born on this planet, triplets and stuff like that. Well, I really am into astrology, so it's amazing that Gemini are the twins, and I really, really like that. So part of having a twin, part of having that other half of you, it makes you a little bit more wise than most of us. So it's very important for you to share your wisdom. And I have these books here where I looked up a little bit about what the author intended these cards to mean. I'm also going to heed my own intuition and give you my own messages. But this card is about the ancient power and wisdom that you have. So ancient, like the wisdom and the power that you have inside you, Gemini. If you ever wondered why you know so much about so much, it's because you literally are ancient. Like Geminis reincarnate on this planet over and over and over again as humans to be the ones who can share this wisdom. Okay, it's very important. You see the lady, how she has these books that she most likely written. So the angels are really telling you, hey, Gemini, we are sharing certain wise wisdom with you, certain wise tales, I guess, with you that we are asking you to share for us. You are the vessel that the angels use to share wisdom. So you know the true rules, Gemini, to right and wrong. That's what this said. That this card comes up, well, wrong book, this one. But the rules to right and wrong, okay? It may be because you're an air sign and because you're the mutable air sign. So you come here to change the world, all right? And you are a world changer. There's certain wisdom and intellect that you have, Gemini, that we would not be able to grasp without your interpretation of it, right? I love the way Gemini interprets things. They're very simple. They could say a one-word sentence and it would mean magnitudes to me. This is also coming up to show you that you are not alone. You are definitely on a collective mission, Gemini, with other Geminis, with other truth tellers, with other light bringers. You are a very important aspect to this ancient journey. And this is a collective mission, so it's definitely important that you spread awareness to change society. This book said that this indigo card is showing you, this card comes up for people who are chosen in this world to spread their wisdom and to share their knowledge with other people so that more and more people can be led on the right path. So Gemini, if you are an enlightened soul, if you are an indigo child, if you are a child of the universe, then you need to surround yourself with more people who are like-minded of you and who are willing to accept your message. And you may even need to share your wisdom with people who aren't accepting of your message. That might come up for you in September because Virgo season is here. Mercury, your ruling planet, is going to go direct tomorrow. And a lot of your, this is your past position. I told you we were doing the past, present, and future. So maybe this is coming up because in the past, you actually did share your wisdom about something, right? And it's coming up, because you probably have. Like I was saying, I watch a lot of Gemini's tarot readers, and they definitely share wisdom with me. So, I don't think that this is only for your past, Gemini. I think that you're going to carry this into your present and your future. So just know that this is coming up because the angels saw you when you shared your wisdom. And the angels are encouraging you to continue to do that. They see you and they hear you when you share your wisdom. And that is exactly what you're here for, Gemini. So that came up for your past. And this is the messages for the light. And for your present, we have Mother Mary. This is a very, very Virgo energy. Mother Mary is a beautiful protecting angel energy that is here for you in the present moment, Gemini. Mother Mary is the queen of angels. and she shows you unconditional love, and she wants you to share, how you're sharing your wisdom. Well, in this deck, Mother Mary talks about sharing the unconditional love that she gives you with other people's around you. So people may be attracted to you, Gemini, and you may be attracted to other people, and the common ground of that is the fact that you both need love. So as you share your wisdom, also spread the love that the angels are giving you, because the angels are definitely, this is the Queen of Angels showing Gemini love. So she helps you embrace your gifts, which you also need in order to share your wisdom. And she's telling you to be proud of who you become, right? Be proud of who you are right now. This is your present moment, and it's amazing to read that. That came right out of the book. And my interpretation of this card is Virgo. Like, I think this is Virgo energy, Virgo angelic energy, coming to you, Gemini, to protect you, to help you with your gifts, to lead you and guide you. And, to most importantly, be proud of who you become in your present moment. So it may help you to think more about how far you've come, Gemini, how far sharing your wisdom has gotten you, so that you can carry this on into your future. This is a divine nurturer. So if you're feeling, psychically attacked, Gemini, or if you're feeling a little like a low vibration at any time during September, October, November, December, anytime, you can call upon Mother Mary herself. You can call upon your angel guides. She will protect you and nurture you in divine love. So she calls upon you to have an open heart, Gemini. And I really wanted to tell you that because Gemini can be pretty protecting of their heart. I'm not sure how you guys made it through Leo season doing that. You guys are really, really, really interesting, because my heart was exposed in Leo season. Like, I have a Leo Mars, so my action is always based off of the heart. So yeah, needless to say, my heart is very open. Gemini, I've heard a lot of Geminis say that they protect their heart. You're an air sign, so you're more so about communication. But Gemini, you also are passionate. So Mother Mary is here to show you that it's okay to open your heart to certain people. Mother Mary may even be bringing you certain connections with people to share your wisdom with, right? This is your present moment here. So Mother Mary is with you, and you definitely need to be proud of wherever you are, Gemini. No matter what's going on in your life, just know that you fought to be here. Energetically, spiritually, physically, emotionally, you are in your present moment. And for the Mother Mary to show up in your present moment is amazing. So for your future, Gemini, we had the dream card come up. So how have your dreams been, Gemini? I know that there's this is very weird, because I'm really comparing the future in my readings. Okay, I've done Aries and Taurus so far, and I get this feeling, my guides are telling me that the third card is a reflection of the Pisces full moon coming up. And I don't know if that's just the Pisces in me that feels that, but dreams are very related to this 12th house moon. Okay, we're going back and forth between Virgo and Pisces energy right now. So the angels are telling you to pay attention to your dreams, Gemini. Angels don't speak English, and they can't text you. So they can only come to you through the subconscious. And as a Pisces, I'm very open to that. I can tell you that being open to the interpretation of my dreams, being open to the symbolism in my dreams, being open to the meaning, the hidden meaning and the hidden message behind the visions I get in my dreams, it's allowed me to really connect with spirit. And it's allowed me to really be a messenger for spirit. Let's face it, Gemini, your reading is showing me that. Like, I know Gemini is the messenger. That's why share your wisdom has come up. So Mother Mary may be visiting you in your dreams. Angels may be visiting you in your dreams. And you may be getting wisdom in certain wise information in your dreams. And it's so weird, this hasn't happened yet, but there's 2 cards came out for you. And you have another card here for your future, and I'm just going to show it to you. I thought that both of these cards, so you had 4 cards. You had your past, present, and then, well, Gemini, you are a twin. So maybe that's why 2 cards came up for you. I'm not sure, but I ain't no hating on it. Like, I'm definitely going to show you both. So the dream card was about fearless dreaming. It was interesting because I read up on it in here. And it talked about fearless dreaming and paying attention to your dreams and strengthening that connection to your higher self. So that's the main message here, Gemini, with the dreams, is that since you're sharing your wisdom and since the Mother Mary is very close to you right now, the spirits are asking Gemini to strengthen their higher connection. Because as you evolve and as you, maybe a year ago, you connected with spirit in a certain way. and you didn't need to be as evolved as you are now. But we're in 2017 and we're in an angelic season right now with Virgo headed into Libra, which is an air sign. You really need to prepare for that as well. So very much, Gemini, you need to strengthen your connection with higher self. Do some meditating. Okay, make sure you do rituals if you're into spirituality. Just do whatever it is that you think you need to do to connect with that twin of yours, to connect with higher God and Goddess. The second card you had paired with dreams is that you are safe. Okay, so it's weird that it talked about fearless dreaming. With you being an air sign, Gemini, sometimes you're very practical, just like Aquarius and Libra, and being a practical sign can sometimes, just like earth signs. I have a Virgo partner and she does not dream that much, and I think it's because she's very practical. I dream every night, and I almost always can remember my dreams, and they are very crazy and bizarre, and I get crazy messages for other people and myself in my dreams. It helps me to remain fluid and like water. I'm a Pisces, so being the 12th house definitely helps me dream more, because and then this Pisces moon is coming up, right? So a lot of people everywhere, regardless of their sign, are going to be given dreams, right? Certain messages in their dreams. So it talks about fearless dreaming. So it's interesting that you are safe came up with the dreams. So you are definitely safe when you're dreaming, Gemini, whatever that means to certain you. I'm hearing that some of you Geminis watching are afraid to dream, and you're afraid of what lies beneath the sleep realms, right? And that's another thing about me being a Pisces, is that I'm not even afraid of my nightmares. Like, I might have weird feelings and wake up kind of, but I'm not afraid of my nightmares anymore. And it's really opened up that dream oracle for me, that dream realm. And Gemini, you are opposite of Sagittarius. You and Sagittarius are portals in this universe. So it's definitely a good thing that the angels came up to show you purity, right? It shows you that where you're going is safe. This is kind of like a Knight of Swords type of energy, but this is a white horse, and there's a lady on that angelic horse. The angels are telling you that you are safe, Gemini. And not only that, but you are safe while you're sleeping. Mother Mary is going to protect you and your wisdom, and she's going to make you safe when you dream. So definitely form that higher relationship with higher self and higher God, Goddess, because you are safe enough to do the things that are calling you, Gemini. So now we're going to move on to the messages of the Oracle of the Night. And before we're done here, I'm also going to pull a regular tarot card for you just for overall guidance. So we're getting into the dark, Gemini. So invoke your dark twin right now. Make sure your dark twin comes forth and is able to interpret these for you. So for your past, we have the letting go card. And we have this person with their hand, they're letting go of all these butterflies in their hands. And in the back, we have water, and we have a dragonfly also. That dragonfly looks very magical. I'm not sure if you can see it because of the glare. These cards are very, very shiny. I love it. But I don't love it when you can't see it. But there is a dragonfly there. And dragonflies are a symbol of transformation, and so the hell are butterflies. Butterflies are a major, major, major symbol for transformation. So in the past, Gemini, I can see Spirit is showing me that you have let go of something. In the past could have been yesterday, the past could have been an hour ago, a second ago. It's weird how the past, present, and future line up with each other. Well, you have let something go, Gemini, and I'm seeing that you are on a transformation path. Lots of different butterflies here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 butterflies. So this may be your chakras, letting go of certain damaging things to your chakra. I also see that this is the 22nd card. You see that number up there, 22? So that is interesting also. That's an angel number, 22. So in your past, Gemini, you definitely let something go. Just know that Spirit, and this is the dark messages, the dark is always going to realize the certain dark things about your journey and stuff like that. So yeah, Gemini, whatever you let go, Spirit is showing me that it actually has something to do with sharing your wisdom, because your 2 past cards were share your wisdom and let go. So Spirit is asking you in September to share your wisdom with certain people and let go, because your wisdom is actually going to transform them And even if you're sharing your wisdom with family members or a friend or yourself, just know that as soon as you share that wisdom, a transformation is going to happen immediately. So this is about loving things. You know, some of you Geminis out there watching this may have loved something or people, place, or thing. And you know how they say, if you let something go and you let it, if you love something, let it go. You know, let it be free. Freedom is like a very important part of letting go and loving, right? So, you know, this is either you being need to let someone needs to let go of you, and this is the past, so maybe it has already happened, but I'm just reading it here. It's just better not to, it's like hold on tightly, let go lightly, you know? So freedom is important, and when this is showing you, Gemini, that when you let go and when you just kind of let things be free, magic happens, miracles happen, right? When the caterpillar is not afraid to cocoon itself, because it knows that it's going to spread its wings whenever it's whatever happens in the cocoon. You know, it spends that time in the cocoon and it's able to fly. You know what I mean? So the magic is definitely happening, and this happened in your future, Gemini. So that is amazing to see that your wisdom is transforming and that you're actually letting go of certain things that are keeping you away from your wisdom and keeping you away from transformation. Very, very amazing. The spirits are very proud of you, Gemini. Very, very proud of you. So that was your past. Now, for your present moment, dun, 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 we have lust. Okay? Lust. Now, interesting, because lust is one of the 7 deadly sins, you know what I mean? Not a religious person, but I do know that. And we definitely have the passion really lighting up in this card. Like, these women and this man and this woman they're definitely horny and getting that passion going. There's a lot of fall behind them, so this might even be, I mean, fall is like right around the corner. This is in your present moment, Gemini. So some of you Geminis are feeling hornier than usual. Some of you Geminis are feeling more lustful than usual. So I think it's interesting that we talk a little bit about lust, because Spirit in this book, whoever wrote these cards, Danielle D-E-S Deschencies. I don't know how to say her last name, but Danielle. When Danielle created these cards, she wanted you to know that the angels of the night are telling you to beware not to toy with this energy. Lust is a 7 deadly sin for a reason, okay? And you know, you want to be careful about what you desire, because what desire is about, it could either be pure desire, or you could talk to a fellow Scorpio and figure out how desire could oddly transform into an obsession, okay? So you want to remain good about the things that you're lusting after, whether it's a person, place, or a thing, or an activity. Maybe you're even lustful about letting go or sharing your wisdom, but you really want to be cautious, okay? I feel very, very cautious about this card. When it come out, you know, I could feel my spirit guide saying, make sure you get this message across. Because this guy, this man, you know, his eyes are closed, his head is back, and he's comfortable. He could easily get his throat cut right now. Sorry, I don't know why I saw that. I don't know if she's trustworthy. So be careful about who you guys are having sex with and what you guys are doing in the month of September, because with you being ruled by Mercury, and with Mercury going into Virgo and all that, and then going into Libra, the archangels and the angels are really on one right now, and they're teaching everybody lessons. You're very protected, Gemini, but just be cautious for this lust to be coming up, because lust is also, like, I don't want to say lust is a demon, but lust is an entity that can actually attach to you. So be mindful with this Mars energy going into Virgo, Mars going into, let's see, Gemini, Cancer, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo. So Mars will be going into your 4th house, because Mars can also be attraction and stuff like that. Mars is like horniness, I want to say. So just be careful, because lust is coming up for you, and it's very cautious. So the angels are asking you to answer this question. What is the nature of your desire? Because we oftentimes focus on what we want so much that we don't even wonder why it is that we're wanting those things. Do you ever notice that, Gemini? That sometimes we want something so bad that when we finally get it, we don't even desire it anymore. Desire is an illusion. I'm going to reveal that to you as a Pisces, you know, with this Pisces full moon. And with this moon coming up, you know, it may teach you about lust. It may teach you about romance and sexual desire. I feel that a lot for you, Gemini. So what is the nature of your desire? Ask yourself, if you want something so bad, just think about anything. And who knows with you Geminis, what you would want so bad. It depends on your lifestyle and what you're doing and what your preferences are. But just anything, I mean anything, people, place, or thing. If you want to move really bad, and that's interesting that I said that, because it's going to be in your 4th house. You want to move really, really bad, just for an example. Well, let's just say that you have this strong desire to move for the wrong reasons, and you don't even know it. And that desire turns into an obsession. Like, I am so obsessed with moving to this place. Like, I want to move to this place. And then you move to that place and you're across the hall from someone who's going to kill you, or maybe the rent is so expensive, and maybe you're in you know what I mean? Just some things can happen, and you actually you were in a rush to get somewhere that was a dead end. Okay, so that's what I mean, Gemini. So what is the nature of your desire? That I keep stressing that because the angels keep asking you. So Gemini, you got to come up with an answer for that by the end of September. And maybe you have October to do it too. The angels are telling you and revealing to you that they actually influence you to want certain things just to test your character and to test your energy. Like, how bad does he really want this? How bad does she really need this? How bad does she desire? How bad does he obsess over this? Okay, it's all a learning opportunity. And one thing that this book says about this card is that there's always a hidden agenda when it comes to desire. So just make sure that you actually meditate and reflect on your desires. Whether you desire certain food, whether you desire a certain relationship, I feel like as long as you figure out and you get that answer about why you desire what you desire, your answer is going to let you know. Your answer is going to reveal to you I think if more people sat down and thought about the things that they want, I think spirit would reveal to them more so if they really want and need those things, right? And that's going to be up to you, Gemini. I trust that you are strong and wise enough to do that and to determine that. Nobody else can tell you, oh, you shouldn't want that. Oh, you shouldn't desire that. We have our own, desires and obsessions are an extension of us as humans. And they say a lot about our mental state and what we need in life. So, there's that too. But just be careful, Gemini. Be careful not to toy around with. And this is not just you being lustful. I think people are going to lust after you. And before we move on, I just want to say that these are your present cards. From the light, you had Mother Mary, which talks about purity and divine, right? The Virgin Mary. And then we have lust underneath that. So see how the light and the dark are showing you? You know what I mean? This is why I wanted to do these readings like this, because there's only so much the light can tell you. And there's only so much the dark can tell you. Okay, so it's weird that you have these opposite energies going on, Gemini. You might be going back and forth between being pure and abstinent and just having sex with everybody. I feel that kind of contrast with your energy. So just know that if you feel that way, that I even picked up on that in your reading, maybe one of your twins is like, whoa, I just am so good. Like, I am not going to allow so-and-so to have sex with me. They're just going to have to keep begging me. And the other twin is like, no, let's get him. Put on that extra cologne today. Make sure you wear that little skirt that everyone likes you in. So there's this contrast of energy, this lustful energy and this pure, untouchable energy. Good luck, Gemini. And I don't mean that sarcastically. Good luck balancing that. Because that right there, I definitely wanted to show you that. So let's move on into your future. The future, Gemini. The High Priestess of Spirit. Okay, and this deck has a lot of High Priestesses in it. It has a High Priestess for all the elements. And it has the High Priestess of Spirit. So I know it's kind of a glare, but this lady is very, very spiritual. Wow. And I also see reflections of her up top. Do you see that? So there's there's 4 faces of her. So it just kind of shows me that people have different faces of their spirituality. What this card means in this deck, and it is the 7th card. Did you see that? It's a lucky card. Number 7 up there. So the number 7 may apply to you. This is definitely about your guides, Gemini. Make sure your relationship with your guides are really powerful, and that comes up. This is all about your future. I'm getting ready to show you, and this could be a past, present, and future situation too. So you are safe, your dreams, and then you have the High Priestess of Spirit. these cards all came up for your future position. So it's interesting that both of your energies are telling you to, in some way or another, get closer with your spirit guides. The High Priestess of Spirit is coming to you to tell you that this past, present, and future is all a magical web of events to design you and to get you to exactly where you need to go. You can only, let's see, I said that. Oh yes, the High Priestess of Spirit. And remember how I told you that my spirit guides are telling me that the third card for your future is actually related to the Pisces full moon in a couple of days. Well, it's interesting that the High Priestess of Spirit came up for you, because in this deck it talks about how you can only see certain things at night. Okay, so there's only certain things, like the light is only capable of showing you so much. There are certain things that only the dark can show you. So you have to make sure that your vision is actually precise and that you're open to seeing things in all ways of light. So any meaningful coincidences or special scenarios that you're going through are very much orchestrated by the High Priestess of Spirit. You may even become more like this High Priestess or High Priest if you're a male Gemini watching. But Gemini, in your future, you're definitely going to be taking major steps to spirituality. You know, it's all a part of sharing your wisdom and remaining pure and being safe within your dreams, letting go of what you need to let go of, and you know, definitely balancing out that lustful energy, because this makes me think that maybe people are lusting after you because you're the High Priestess of Spirit. You know, Gemini is in a very interesting position right now, and it very much may make people lust after you, so just be cautious of that. So the last thing I want to leave you with, especially after talking about the meaningful coincidences and maybe special synchronicities that you've been experiencing, is because angels are so close to you right now. If any of you have been wondering why you've been seeing 111 or 222, 333, 444, 555, 666, any of those synchronicities, 1111, stuff like that, it's because the angels are very much around in Virgo season. Like, there's certain things that the angels couldn't do that they can do now that the sun is in Virgo. So there you go. Like, they're this, especially because you're ruled by Mercury, so you're probably the first sign that these angels are going to, because they're ruled by Mercury with Virgo, and then they go right to Gemini. So the High Priestess of Spirit is telling you that whatever you're questioning, Gemini, you will know the what. You will know the what, but you have to keep secret the why. That is what this book says. Soon all your questions will be answered and you will know what, but you need to keep secret about the why. So you might find out what something is and why it is, Gemini, but just make sure your dark twin keeps that a certain secret. You see how the light is certain incorporate here, and then there's certain dark messages. So, you know, that's the balance of Gemini, is that you know certain things, but you keep certain things a secret as well. So that's going to be up to you guys to kind of figure that out in September. And I really trust that your intuition will guide you. And also, it's so weird with this Pisces full moon coming up, because the High Priestess is also here to tell you that some things are meant to remain a mystery. So some of you Geminis may be in the occult, you may be working with tarot, you may be being received these dreams, these intuitive dreams and things like that. And you may really want to understand why, you know what I mean? You really want to understand the meaning of all this. But Spirit is going to reveal to you what it is. Maybe not why, right? Because certain things are meant to remain a mystery. And this is a Pisces full moon we're talking about. So, you know, it's interesting that it's going to be a sun-moon opposition of Virgo and Pisces, because it's like Virgo is what's real, Pisces is what's a dream and what's an illusion. So you're going to be dancing in between realities like that, Gemini. And, you know, as a Mercury-ruled sign, you really do want to understand things more, and I get that. But, you know, this energy is here to show you that even at the end of all this, even after all your wisdom and all this, there's still going to be things that remain a mystery for you. So at the bottom of the deck for the light, we have acceptance. So for the share your wisdom for your past, Mother Mary and your present, and you are safe with your dreams and your future. It would just help you to accept all these things. And this lady does have a full moon behind her. So at the time of the full moon, just make sure you're accepting things. I see that this lady has white purity flowers all through her crown chakra. So the information that you have, Gemini, the information that you receive is going around the time of the full moon is going to be very pure. Okay, and you're gonna have to accept the things that you find out, and also accept the things that you don't find out. And under that, I just want to show you that there's divine timing. So there's always divine timing in the things that we find things out. We might want to know now, but we're just not meant to know everything right now. And we're gonna have to accept the fact that divine timing plays a role, okay, in our lives. For the dark, we have the High Priestess of Earth. Okay, this talks a lot about health. In this book, it talks about physical, tangible things. Like this is weird because Taurus, an Earth sign, actually got the High Priestess of Water. And then, so it's weird, like there's an elemental mix-up thing going on. It's like all of us are kind of learning from each other, and I think that's because of the Pisces full moon. Pisces is all signs. So you definitely have this practicality, High Priestess of Earth coming for you, Gemini. And yeah, it's weird. You have the High Priestess of Spirit and you have the High Priestess of Earth. So I believe Pisces energy and Virgo energy is very close to Gemini right now. So you are in a very good position to basically mix the two, right? So that is amazing, Gemini. I thought your reading was very amazing. So just looking for about like a one card for Gemini. Just to sum up their reading, is there any other messages that you have for them with the regular tarot? Oh, we have about one card, guys. My spirit guides, like they really like talking to you guys. All right, so Seven of Cups. And this card talks about, weird. It's like a dream realm type of feeling. This is a Pisces energy. Like cups are all our water signs, but this reminds me of Pisces because of the dream state that we're always in. So this is talking about the abundance that you have in a dream realm, Gemini. You have abundance, you have knowledge, you have home, you have riches, you have all of it. There is light and dark in this card, and this is talking about illusions in another realm, right? So this is the overall feeling of your reading, and it's interesting. You have the number 7 a lot, right? So I'm compelled to do this. The High Priestess of Spirit. It really makes me think that this is you, Gemini, and that you will be invoking the High Priestess of Spirit this month. And just know that you have so much abundance, and you might have $16 in this realm, but when you go to sleep, you have hella options, right? So just make sure that you are dream traveling, Gemini. Like there is so much to be offered to you in a different realm if you trust your dream state and if you feel that you are safe. There's a reason why all these angels showed up for you in this reading. So just make sure that you are remaining passionate and that you are ready to move forward when it comes to the messages you receive in your dreams, okay? Thank you, Lilith, for helping me get through that reading. My Lilith is in Gemini, so I really trust the dark messages here for you guys. Dark meaning not bad, dark meaning, just not light, I guess. So yeah, Gemini, I really hope that you enjoyed this reading. Please comment and let me know what you thought, and if you could relate to this. If there's any questions you have about any of the placements, let me know. You could always message me or find me on Facebook or Instagram, Pisces Priestess, Braylon Caldwell. I'll try to put that somewhere down below. So yeah, guys, I really hope that you have a great September. Just prepare for the sun to enter your sister sign Libra on the 22nd, when the sun is going to be in an air sign. Okay, so things are going to shift for you guys, and it's going to bring the archangel balance to us. And I'm really looking forward to talking to you guys then. So yeah, see you later, Gemini.